Good evening. I'm Andy.
And I'm Evan.
And together, we're the Deplorable General. Every week, we bring you tactical tips and tricks, guns and gear review, and some political commentary. I myself am a military veteran.
I'm a security contractor, bounty hunter, firearms instructor.
So we all we both have a plethora of experience and base knowledge to bring to you week to week. So we like to bring that to you in the form of the Deplorable General. So we always like to give kind of some shout outs real quick, and we're just going to run through it quick because we got a jam-packed episode today, so we're going to try to fit it all into our half-hour spot. But the FN has always been the firearms company that supported us the most by sending us gear and swag and all kinds of stuff like that. We send out swag bags every couple of months or so to viewers. We do different things, but like, share, subscribe, and I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought. Like, share, subscribe, and we will send you some swag randomly. We'll reach out to you. Check out our Facebook page, Tactical. You'll see it on the marquee down here. And then our YouTube channel is Don't Tread, space, On My Liberty. Don't tread on my liberty, but there's a space after tread and on. If you can't find us through that, then just search the Deplorable General. You'll find one of our videos, click on it, go into the little name tag below the video and click subscribe, or to look at the rest of our videos, you can hit subscribe from the video. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are desperately trying to build our YouTube channel. We have about 10,000 households we reach here in the greater York area. But we think we could reach a lot more than that, and YouTube is a platform to do it. Right now, we have like less than 100 subscribers, so if every one of you guys could go on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, it would help us immensely.
Yes, it would. Big time.
Please do that. The gun store, we always give shout outs to a couple of gun stores. Evan and I have both visited a couple of them this week. We shouldn't have, but we did. So we start out with down in Shrewsbury, we have the Gun Bunker. They're right across the Maryland line. Evan spent about 6 hours in there the other day. And they have over 3,000 guns in stock. Great bunch of guys, and anything that you're looking for they have. They even had an anti-tank rifle in there one time, which was pretty cool. The second gun store that I always give a shout out to is Carbon and Steel. They are on Route 30. If you're heading west out of York, they're on the right-hand side in between 116 and 616. So check them out. Again, great group of guys. Evan's next big firearms purchase is coming from there, and I'm not going to give it away yet. Nope. It's going to be a secret, but listen, it's going to be it's
epic.
It is a really cool gun, and it really ties a lot into modern military history. So I think you're going to like that. So we're going to have a whole episode on that particular firearm.
And it will be a mainstay.
Yeah,
it's going to be right here.
So there's that. So that's Carbon and Steel. They're right there outside of York, in between York and Gettysburg. And then down as we start heading south, Jefferson Firearms. It's York County, right in Jefferson, in between Hanover and York. New store, have all kinds of military surplus and prepper type stuff. And they do consignments as well, so it's a good place to check it out. Right now, I think they're just open on Saturdays. I think they might have opened Friday hours, but check out their Facebook page, Jefferson Firearms LLC, to see some more about them.
And they are also very good people down there.
Good people, yeah. All the people at these places that we're mentioning are really good people. They're friendly and they're very knowledgeable, and that's really the biggest reason why we recommend a lot of these gun stores, is because we've gone and we've had really good experiences with these people. There are other gun stores in the area that we haven't had such good experiences with, and they don't get named. Okay, so that's that. Now the last one is W.E. Sells Sporting Goods. They're right in Hanover on York Street. Again, their store is catered a little bit more towards, they have everything, but their store is catered a little bit more towards the hunting side of things and fishing. So if you're into any of that, that's a great place to go check out. But those are the gun stores in this area that we like to kind of give a shout out to.
And I want to give a shout out to two is Your Auto Sales here in York, PA, and also Moe's Garage.
Yeah, too good.
Those people are excellent. Both of those
Two good businesses, for sure. So, tonight's episode, we've been preparing for this for a little while now. We've been putting phone calls and emails out to different companies because we wanted this to be an episode that was full of some really good content and that it was informative to you, not just an advertisement for different companies, okay? So, what you might or might not realize is that at this time, Evan and I are both wearing body armor.
Yep.
Now, this is my my Boogaloo get-up, okay?
Boogaloo, get up, Boogaloo.
I got my Hawaiian shirt. I got my plate
Boogaloo,
carrier.
get
I got plenty of mags on me. My gloves, my hydration, my flashlight, my shears, tourniquet. I don't know. I don't know what else I got. A notepad, a write anywhere pad, and some tape. A couple other little odds and ends in an admin pouch over here. Okay, so this is my Boogaloo setup, my big igloo setup. Okay, now if you don't know what that is, go on YouTube and search Boogaloo, and you'll find out what it is. This is what this is for. Okay, Evan.
I have more of a. This would be ideal for executive protection.
And we'll get into the specifics of it, so don't give too much away.
No, but this would be about what it would be used for.
Right.
This jacket that I'm wearing is a fleece jacket. However,
Extremely warm.
yeah, extremely warm, sweating like a hog in heat.
You can take it off if you want, Evan.
Anyway,
I made him wear it before.
Anyway, I sit here and open this up. This is.
Can we get you to turn?
Yeah, I turn around like you're gonna see this. I got it hung up on my gun here. But what this is this actually unzips, so you could wash
The jacket itself.
the jacket itself,
Yeah, this is a cool system. And again, we're going to jump into the specifics of this.
and I can wear this separate if I wanted to.
Yeah. So, look, tonight's episode, that's a perfect kind of intro into what we're talking about is body armor, obviously. Okay, we're going to talk about body armor, and we're going to talk about the different options for body armor and why you would want to wear body armor, why you want to buy body armor, and what its purpose is. And now, Evan and I have talked about this a little bit, and there are two types of self-defense. There's active self-defense and there is passive self-defense, okay? Active self-defense is something that you do to engage a threat, okay? So that could be carrying a knife or a firearm. It could even be something like martial arts and Velcro.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that.
It could be, a knife, a firearm, martial arts are all forms of active self-protection. Then, on the flip side, we have passive self-defense or self-protection. Now, passive self-defense or self-protection could be body armor. It could even be things like a heavier coat, like a thick winter jacket, against some things. Obviously not a gun, but there are some things that like a thick coat would be protective against. It could be the type of vehicle that you drive, and it could also be your situational awareness. It could be wrapped into your passive self-defense. But it's all important, okay? It doesn't matter if you're carrying a gun or if you know karate, if you don't see the attacker first before they choose to target you and victimize you. Somebody walks up behind you and shoots you in the back with a gun, it doesn't matter if you were carrying a gun or if you knew karate or if you had a knife on you. It really doesn't matter. Now, what does matter is that you have forms of passive self-defense. Okay, so
And it also goes by threat level too.
sure, yeah. Situationally, it all depends on your situation.
How can I say this, guys? When I mean threat level, we all know is if somebody's after us. Not every one of us is paranoid schizophrenic.
Right.
But when you know that your tires are being slashed, your car's being
Or
keyed.
if you're just in a bad area and you know it's a bad area.
Yeah.
I mean,
This vest here is good concealable and unconcealable.
right.
This serves two purposes because I got a piece of Velcro here or hook and loop
For a name tag.
for
or,
a name tag or whatever, blood
agency
type,
name. Yeah, exactly.
blood type, whatever came.
So we're going to jump into the actual pieces of body armor we have here. Now, most of this stuff was donated. There is one piece of armor that we have here that we actually purchased. Most of this armor was donated for the show. So I just want to start off by saying that it does not mean we're not going to provide you with an honest review. Each one of these pieces of body armor that we have, we are going to do a comprehensive review, both on the show and on our YouTube channel. So if you're interested in that, wait a week or two and we'll have all that up online for you. But for now, we're just going to talk about these things as basic and general options. So let's...
Need somebody to shoot at you, just let me know.
Good. Yeah, Robert agreed to be the one to shoot at us to test these items. We do not recommend you test body armor by shooting it on a person at all. Just a disclosure there.
Robert's gonna William Tell my butt.
So I think the way that we're gonna do this is we're gonna start by price, okay? And then we're gonna move up from there. So I didn't write down the links on my spec sheet here, but I guess let's not get the cart in front of the horse here. But first, let's talk a little bit about NIJ standards. Now, these are the standards that are used to measure the effectiveness of body armor. You have level 1 through 4. Level 1 would stop up to 5 rounds of 22 long rifle, high velocity, 38 special, and that's about it. Now, level 2 would stop 5 rounds of 357 Magnum, 9 millimeter. That's level 2A. I'm sorry, level 2A. Level 2 stops 357, 9 millimeter.
5 rounds of 357.
Yeah, how's that different than 2 and 2A?
Not really that much difference.
Yeah. So they're I don't know. I'm not sure exactly. I'm sorry. I'm reading off a sheet here. It looks like the velocity. So
yeah, it's velocity.
So level 2A will stop 9 millimeter and 357 at a lower velocity. Level 2 protects against 357 and 9 millimeter at a higher velocity. Okay, that makes sense. So then we have level 3A. Level 3A will stop up to 5 rounds of 44 Magnum, 9 millimeter. Basically, every handgun round on the market, level 3A will stop.
And another thing, guys, with a level 3A also, when they say 44 Magnum, multiple shots, they mean in one place.
Right.
Let's be clear. Nobody who gets shot, I have yet to see, gets shot twice in the same hole wearing body armor. It don't happen.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen, because what's going to happen is usually 80% of the time they're going to fall down. The second round might hit an arm or something.
Right.
Very seldom you're going to get another shot in that same hole, and that's what I'm getting at. Now, one round we're not talking about here is 357 SIG, and that round, unless your body armor, now all this body armor has Spectra in it. As long as your body armor has Spectra, it will stop the 357 SIG. If your body armor does not have Spectra in it, woven in it, it will not. And Spectra is just a heavier grade of material inside the Kevlar.
Okay.
In other words, it's a heavier material.
Right.
That's mixed in with the Kevlar.
Right.
Now, this is done on a molecular level.
Yeah.
This is getting a little technical, but the way you know that your body armor doesn't have Spectra in it is if your body armor is older than I think it's like 2001.
Okay, yeah, and Kevlar does break down, folks. So if you're getting like super old surplus Kevlar, you might want to reconsider because it does break down over time and it loses its effectiveness. So you don't want to get old surplus stuff. You want to make sure that your stuff is still serviceable, meaning that it's still going to be effective. So level 3A, then again, it covers basically all handgun rounds. We'll say in general. Then we have level 3, which covers up to 7.62 NATO or 308 Winchester.
And that's a hard plate.
Well, not necessarily. They have soft. They have like well, yeah. You're right. Yes. Level 3 is a hard plate, but they have steel. They have ceramic. They have.
Well, that's what this is.
Right.
This is ceramic.
So
this weighs a ton.
So okay. So level 3, that's going to stop your AR rounds. Not armor piercing, but your regular full metal jacket AR rounds. It's going to stop your full metal jacket AK-47. It's going to stop your 308, your 30-06.
That's what this is right here, people.
Now, level 4 is going to stop.
Level 4?
That's level 3.
That's level 3.
So level 4 is going to stop up to 30-06 armor
AP
piercing rounds. Okay. Now, a level 3, you can watch YouTube videos all day long of people with a green tip AR blowing right through a steel level 3 plate. Okay. Now we said, wait, 7.62 or we said 5.56 is covered by level 3, but not armor piercing. An armor piercing round will go through level 3, no problem. If you want to stop armor piercing rounds, you need level 4. Okay. Now what you have here, though, we go down the list here. We'll try to blow through this because we're blowing through time here.
Yeah, it's already 20.
8:23. So when you the smaller the rating, so 1 is the lightest usually, but it protects against the least. Now it's also usually the most concealable, the most comfortable. As you get up down to say level 4, you're getting into weight, you're getting into thickness, you're giving up some comfort, but you're protecting against more of a threat. So the first vest that we have up here that Evan has is the AR-500 Armor Freeman. Now, this thing is absolutely perfect. If you have nothing and you want something, this is it. This is a great option. This, you can go on AR-500 Armor's website. It's called the Freeman. It's 2 9x9 level 3 plates. Okay, so again, that's going to stop your AR, AK, your 308 that's not armor piercing. It's going to stop this. And it's 9x9, so it's a smaller plate, but it's going to cover your vitals. It's going to cover your heart and most of your lungs. Okay, this is if you have nothing else, this is a great option for $100. It's the plates are about 5 pounds a piece, so the whole setup weighs right around 10 pounds because the carrier weighs next to nothing. This is something that you could throw in a backpack, in a bug out bag. I put it on my 7-year-old daughter, and it fits her. It's a little heavy for her, but it fits her. So this is a great option if you have nothing and you want something. It's got some MOLLE attachments on the front. It's got Velcro on the back. All in all, it doesn't have a wide range of uses. You wouldn't want to go into combat with it, but if you were going into combat and you had nothing else, it's better than taping a textbook to your chest.
Yeah, I got a question about the rig that you're wearing.
We'll get there. What's the question?
The question is, how much does it weigh with the full bladder? What you're wearing?
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
No clue. But that leads us to number 2. Is this vest, this plate carrier, okay, is also made by AR-500 Armor. And this thing, let's scoot this over. Here we go. This is my go-to plate carrier. I really like this. So far, out of all the plate carriers I've had, which I've had a bunch, this is probably my favorite. So, let me talk about this. This is the Veritas. The Veritas plate carrier. The carrier itself doesn't have any armor rating whatsoever. So you need to get armor to put in the carrier. And the carrier itself runs about $79. Okay? So it's a little bit more expensive than the Freeman. The Freeman is $99 and it comes with the plates. Great deal. The Veritas is $79, and then you have to purchase the plates separately. Now, the plates that I have are their level 3 steel plates, which are super heavy. They're 13 pounds a piece, which means with the vest and the plates, we're looking at like right around 27, 28 pounds just in body armor, which is heavy. I'm telling you, folks, if you've never worn body armor, 28 pounds is heavy. That's not even including the magazines or any of the other crap that I'm carrying, or a full camel black bladder that I have on the back. So, but it's a relatively inexpensive rig. $79 for the plate carrier, $69 a piece for the plates. You know, I don't know what the math is on that. I didn't add it up, but do the math. Not too bad for a level 3, something that's going to stop rifles.
I did it in my head. It's about 60 pounds with what you're wearing, minus the water bladder. It's about 60 pounds that you're wearing.
What do you mean?
I mean, with all the gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 60 pounds.
Yeah, because the plates are 13 pounds a piece. So that's 26. The vest is maybe a pound.
Yeah.
Maybe 2, but then by the time you're adding 200 rounds of ammo in there.
Yep.
You're adding a gallon and a half of water. That's 10 pounds or so worth of water. Yeah, it adds up pretty quick.
It adds up pretty quick. And here's the thing too, people. When you get a system like this, and you're doing anything, we'll talk about this when we get the rifle up here next week. But everything that you carry in a bug out scenario, ounces equal pounds.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Ounces equal pounds. I mean, this is not, this right here, what he's wearing, would be better suited for, to me, a bug out situation.
Yeah.
Than the other.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. So you want something bulletproof, okay, and cheap. This is a good option. However, there's a trade-off in this as well.
Yeah.
So this is a German Federal Police Kevlar. It ran $99. This is the one piece of body armor that I did purchase. $99 at keepshooting.com. Keep Shooting is a company that their company, they actually have a store, I believe, down in Maryland, but their warehouse for their website's up in New Oxford, Pennsylvania. I've heard it is a playground for people like us. And
maybe
hopefully,
I shouldn't go there.
Yeah, hopefully they watch our show. And hey, listen, Keep Shooting, guys. If you watch our show, we would love an invite to the warehouse, and we'd love to do a show from the warehouse. Just as a heads up. But this was $99. Now, I looked before I came, and it was out of stock, but they have other options, anywhere from $99 to about $300 for surplus body armor. All of it's serviceable. All of it's still effective. Okay, it hasn't broken down. This stuff, I don't really have much of the specs on it, except on the website it says that it surpasses level 3A standards. Yeah, so that means that it's gonna do all of your handgun rounds, and I don't know, maybe some light rifle rounds if you're lucky.
I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna leave it at this. Anybody shooting at one of us wearing body armor with a 22-250, that's useless. I mean, that 22-250 will defeat pretty much anything.
Yeah. Now this is
Turn this off.
this is light. It's concealable. This is a really good option if you can find some of these surplus body armor options. Again, keepshooting.com is a great place to go and check that out. If you're on a budget and if you're looking, now there's a trade-off. You got to take the website's word for it, which is one of the trade-offs. You don't know the actual use of it. You're going off of whatever they say. So if you want, I'd rather have this than nothing. But I don't know that it is the best. And actually, I'm almost positive it's not the best. So let's jump into
This to me, this is BulletSafe.
yeah. This is made by a company called BulletSafe. Okay.
This is what they sent us.
If you're looking for a Kevlar vest option for security or private defense, this
Security contractor.
law enforcement. We still have it we have it adjusted to me still.
Okay.
So this adjusts, but Evan's obviously a little bit bigger than I am, but there you go, just let it hang. So it does adjust, and this thing will fit Evan if we undo the Velcro in the back. But I was just wearing it. We sized it to me for earlier, and
I got the jacket size to me.
yeah. Now this thing is really nice. Again, so BulletSafe is the company. You can check out their website, just bulletsafe.com. This is level 3A. Okay, so this is actually going to stop all the handgun rounds. For the most part, all the handgun rounds. It's light. It's a little thick. It's a little thicker than this is, but you can tell it's solidly well built. It's got
And
pockets
guess
in
what?
it.
You can still put a plate.
Yes, you can put
You
it.
can put this plate in here.
Right, which is it's gonna stack the amount of armor that you have on there. So if you put a level 3 plate in that, you're gonna have level 3 on the plate, and you're gonna have level 3A on this, which is gonna stop a lot of stuff.
Now, let me explain something. You do not want to do that if you've got concealability in mind.
Right, exactly. That's the
Because
trade-off.
that's gonna bulge.
But this vest is a little bit thicker, but it also does conceal pretty well, especially if you're wearing something a little bit looser.
Well, you're not gonna wear you're gonna wear a shirt like this if you're gonna go concealed.
Yeah. Yep.
Concealable body armor, guys, is for gray man use.
Yeah. Which is that we're gonna have a whole episode on Gray Man, what that means, and how to do it. Coming up in the next couple weeks or so, I have a whole itinerary for that. But Gray Man is really important. The basic idea behind Gray Man is that you're blending in with your environment. The important part to know about that is Gray Man doesn't look the same in Hanover as it does in York, as it does in Baltimore, as it does in Los Angeles. It looks completely different. So you have to know that. You have to be aware of it. You can't say, "Oh, this is my gray man outfit," when it's going to be different here than it is somewhere else.
It goes by climate.
Right.
It goes by climate.
Yep. So keep that in mind. But these vests are really good options. So the bulletproof vest, it runs $299, level 3A. It weighs about 5.7 pounds. This vest that I'm wearing, I would say weighs, I don't know, maybe about 3 pounds, 3.5 pounds.
Yeah, this is more concealable.
Yeah, it is. This is.
And one thing I like it is this got a little bit more armor on the side.
Yep.
That does help in a bad situation.
However, if you get shot with this on, you're breaking ribs. It's gonna be
any soft armor.
Yeah, it's gonna. But this, because it's so thin, it's gonna be a bad day. You're gonna be really hurt with this thin armor. Now, is it gonna stop penetration? Yes.
I mean, if you get hit directly, this is what I was pretty much wearing when I got shot. But the way the bullet hit me was over here, and I did have a small plate. I didn't have a big plate, but I had an old style plate that was in the front, and it was able to actually break the bullet up, but the impact bruised my diaphragm.
Yeah, and it was just a paintball gun.
No one. No one.
I'm just kidding, guys. So anyway, so the last one that we're going to touch on is we're going to loop right back around here, is the jacket that Evan had on earlier. Out of all of the products that we have, I would say that this jacket is my favorite. And it is the one that I am most likely going to purchase one for myself. For a couple reasons, one of which is the coolness factor. This jacket it's produced by it's the Self-Defense Company. If you go on their website, the Self-Defense Company, they have a company within the company, or a subsidiary, I guess, and it's bodyguard armor. And this jacket is the bodyguard Beast. The jacket itself, with the insert, is level 3A. It's a full front and back armor. It has a universal concealed carry system on both sides, which is basically it's just an elastic band that they have sewed into the side here.
This is my first time testing this out, guys, so I mean, it fits my 1911.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, that's saying something there.
And it's got little pouches for magazines down on the bottom.
But you see that is a fully loaded 1911.
Yeah.
And that's not easy to conceal. Now, I would never wear it like that, but however, for a backup, I mean, it works.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
it's a good option. Again, if you're going for gray man, you're going for concealability. This is a great option.
And it won't print either.
No, it won't, because it's thick Kevlar.
Armor. Yeah.
And again, I say it's thick, but again, this Kevlar, I would say, is about the same thickness as the vests that I currently have on.
And real it's level thin, 3A.
Yeah, real thin, real light. I mean, you know, this is pretty cool. Now you could wear the vest by itself. I don't think they advertise it as such. But if you wanted to just wear a vest, you could. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to just throw this on underneath a t-shirt if you didn't want to wear the full jacket system. The vest unzips from the jacket, and it's just got Velcro on the front. So I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to throw this on.
I tell you why I wouldn't want to wear this concealed. I'm going to tell you this right now. Coming from the climate that I was originally from, this would burn.
Oh yeah,
you
you'd sweat.
up.
You'd sweat.
This would burn you up.
You'd sweat.
So,
but to have a platform that you could wear,
I mean, if the situation dictates.
Yeah, you'd be hot. You'd be hot.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like what kind of polyester?
It's nylon. That's nylon. Yeah, it's nylon. It's solid nylon.
Yeah.
And it is triple stitched.
Yeah, great stitching.
Yeah, this double stitch. No. Yeah, this is quadruple stitching because you can see how thick it is.
Yeah.
It's double quadruple stitching. So
yeah, you'd be hot. But there's if that's what you had and that was your purpose, you could. And again, the company doesn't advertise this, so I'm just going off of what I kind of can see here is that you could throw this on without the jacket, throw a shirt on over top of it, or throw another in a say a cooler climate, like colder climate. If the fleece wasn't enough, you could just throw this underneath of your own jacket. It wouldn't zip in, obviously, but this is a light and I think a good option.
Another thing is too, guys, is if you're doing like money drops in a personal vehicle,
yeah,
or a small, or what we would call a company car, like a shad car or something, you could get a couple of these and put them over the seat and protect your client from if somebody was shooting through the back window.
And all it does to the outside casual viewer is look like you're hanging a jacket on the back.
Oh, exactly.
Right, which people do all the time. Yeah, so this option, it's a little bit more expensive, okay, but this option is the weight, the total weight of the vest and jacket is right around 5 pounds, so it's pretty light. Something that you could easily
wear it all day.
All day.
You could wear it all day. I mean,
yeah.
The other day I was walking around the house with it just to see what it was like.
Yeah.
And yes, I was uncomfortable because of the heat.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing right now.
But I mean, as far as versatility goes,
yeah,
sitting down,
yep,
it's not too bad. The beautiful thing is, at a distance, especially with executive protection,
you can't tell. No way.
You couldn't tell. Now, if you're up close,
yep, that's
where this comes in, because this is concealable.
Yeah, now the difference though is the price on this runs for anywhere from about $597 up to about $727, so it is pricey, but to have a piece of bulletproof clothing or bullet resistant clothing that you can wear around casually while you're going around your day-to-day business, or wear around in a stealthy, undercover, nonchalant kind of way, this is a great option. Now, what are the drawbacks? We got to talk about that, because I don't want to make it seem like just because we got sent this, I'm just building it up. That's not true. The drawbacks is exactly what Evan said. This is not something, this piece of body armor could not necessarily be worn in the summertime. It definitely couldn't be worn in the summertime down south in Florida or Texas or Southern California, where you have 110, 115, 120 degree heat.
You'll die.
You wouldn't want to wear the jacket, and you wouldn't want to wear that nylon vest underneath your clothes in that hotter temperature.
No.
Now, if you go up north into some of the northern states, you could probably wear the thing all year long and feel relatively comfortable. Down here in the Mideast, you probably get away with like mid-fall to I don't know, beginning of the spring.
Yeah, spring.
Mid-spring.
I mean, this is a year-round vest.
Yeah,
what you're wearing is basically
right. It's got like a cotton outside, so it's gonna breathe pretty well.
Well, here's what you could do. Here's something a lot of people don't realize. They've got T-shirts for strictly body armor.
Yeah, that are like ribbed.
They're ribbed and
airflow.
And what it does, it keeps the vest off of your body.
Exactly.
And trust me, in Arkansas,
you need that.
You needed it, because we're talking 90+ degree weather for 6 months.
Yeah.
I mean, 6-7 months out of the year, it's just, and the state birds and mosquitoes. So yeah, you know, this would have been ideal, but if I was wearing this rig here when I was shot, I wouldn't be here today.
Yeah.
Because it would have done nothing.
And we always say, folks, everything's a trade-off, okay? You really have to consider the pros and cons of everything. You have to look at the cost-benefit analysis of the products that you're looking at, and really.
And it goes for guns too.
Yeah, it really does. You have to decide.
You got to decide what your budget is.
Yes.
What is it that I'm doing?
Yeah, what are you trying to accomplish?
And like I said, this has got purpose. This hard steel plate right here.
And there's two things that we have here that there's really nothing else like on the market right now. One is this. It's this small little 9-inch steel plate. It's proprietary to them. There is not really anything else on the market like this.
That's for an emergency active shooter.
Yep. Or again, just to throw in a bug out bag or something along.
I mean, I'm just saying for an active shooter.
Yeah.
Security resource officer that needs rifle on top of this.
Yeah.
He could throw this on.
Yep.
And go deal with the threat.
Yep.
And he's still got his body armor here, but this will protect his vital organ
from a larger caliber.
From a larger caliber.
The second thing, there's not really anything like on the market right now, is the bodyguard armor.
This is excellent here, people.
It's really neat because it incorporates armor into something that most people wear at least several months out of the year.
And you wouldn't know it.
And yeah, you wouldn't know it.
And now, we got a Second Amendment rally coming up in November. I'm going to wear this to that rally, just in case, I get hit with something.
Yeah. Because
this will protect you against a punch, a blow. You still probably feel it, but for the most part, it'll stop.
The last thing I just wanted to, that's a great point, because the last thing I wanted to mention that I didn't mention is everything up here except for this, and just because I don't know about this, it wasn't advertised, everything else that's up here is also stab proof. That's really important. Not all Kevlar is.
Oh, this is stab proof?
That's stab proof, yes.
That's stab proof. I did not know that.
Yeah,
stab proof.
Everything else up here, the
hard plate.
The hard plates are steel.
Stab proof too?
Yes. The BulletSafe Vest is stab proof. The hard steel.
On top of being bulletproof.
Yes, the hard steel is also obviously bulletproof, and the jacket is stab proof as well. So.
Okay, guys.
Which is important.
Back in the day, back when I started my security career, we had stab vest and then we had bulletproof vests.
Right.
And it was all about the weaving. There was the way it was wove. The Kevlar was DuPont Kevlar was wove a certain way for it to stop bullets. And then they would change the pattern
To stop blades.
to stop blades.
Yep.
And one would not stop the other.
Yep.
And people were like, well, how's that? I said, I don't know. And there's a documentary about it. But see, here's the thing. Yeah, this is a hard plate.
So no knife is going through that.
No knife is going through this. But they're not going to stab you in the chest. They're going to stab you on the side. You're going to get stabbed. You're not going to get stabbed directly on.
Sometimes, yeah.
I very seldom ever see that really happen.
Yeah.
Unless it's just a fit of rage.
Yeah, well, which is most stabbings are, untrained. Anybody who has any kind of training in knife fighting knows. But when you have somebody who's just coming at you and they're not trained, they don't know what they're doing. A lot of times they're jabbing, or they're slicing at you.
Now, one thing I'm going to say about this body armor I just noticed is this has actually got really ventilation.
Comfortable. Really comfortable.
This is a very comfortable vest. So this would actually be more of a summertime vest.
Yep.
However, as far as concealability goes, negative on concealability on it.
Yeah, unless you're not in the summer. Not in the summer. You throw a jacket on over top of it, you'd be able to conceal it just fine. Or if you're if you're in like a security role or something like that, and you're wearing it underneath your shirt, it's going to be noticeable. You're right. It's not. This is not. The purpose of this is not necessarily concealability. You could. I mean, to some extent, you could conceal it again under jackets, but no, that's not the purpose of this. This thing is great for concealability. Even the plate, even the AR.
Wait a minute, you got ventilation back here.
Well, no, it's like a washcloth or something that they velcroed the inside of it. It comes like that. It's like a washcloth. It's like a little piece of washcloth.
Sweat.
Yeah, and that's like pretty much the only ventilation.
But guess what? It works.
It does. Yeah. Now this is even semi-concealable with the right clothing. I mean, you could throw this underneath what I'm wearing now, and you probably really wouldn't be able to see it. If you move the right way, you would. But in general, but honestly, the two best options for concealment is going to be this right here from Keep Shooting.
This thing's a workout.
Yeah, and just the weight of that alone, you're going to be able to notice. So the two options I would say for concealability would be this vest for more like summertime, and it would be the jacket from.
This feels like two ammo cans I take to the range.
Right.
Yeah,
So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna edit this video a little bit. We're gonna throw it on YouTube, and if you're watching this on YouTube, we should have a link in the description for all of this stuff. So check it out. Look, honestly, there is not a piece of armor here that I don't recommend for one reason or another. It just depends on what it is you're looking for. If you only have a little bit of money and you want some kind of protection, go with this. If you want something that climate permitting is gonna work for you to be in a concealability type setting that you want to wear on a daily basis, say you live up in New York or something like that, the jacket, you can't beat it. Okay, this BulletSafe vest, I would say that this is perfect for security, executive protection, contracting, or if you just want a piece of kit that you're not worried about.
BulletSafe is the way to go.
Yeah, and
I mean, for the money, for the bang for your buck, right here.
Yeah, great. It's a good option. This again is a great option for. It's budget friendly. It's definitely concealable.
It works.
And it works. Again, there's some trade off. You don't know necessarily where it's coming from or all the details of the specifics, but I am confident enough to wear it and to have it in my collection. And again, to be one of the only options up here that I've actually paid money for. I lied. The Veritas vest, I did buy a couple years ago on Black Friday with the plates. I did pay for those. So that and these are the two vests that I did pay for with my own money. But I feel confident. And again, I will most likely be purchasing one of the bodyguard jackets for my own personal use as well.
I mean, God knows. I mean, as well liked as we are at times, we need this.
All right, right. So, if you have any questions on body armor, we're not necessarily experts, so to speak, but we do have a lot of experience in body armor.
Because we wore it.
We've worn it. We know it feels good. We know what works relatively. We know what the different standards are. And if you have a specific use in mind that you're trying to consider, that you're looking for, and you want to know what some of your best options could be, reach out and let us know.
Tactical.
Yeah,
Just
go on the
reach out
Facebook
for
page, Tactful Tactical.
And we'll be more than willing to answer any questions that you all have.
Right. Now, and just to let you know, we have built a relationship with these companies. So if you are interested in purchasing them, again, reach out to us on Tactful Tactical, and we'll see if we can't hook you guys up with those companies and see if we can get an option that's tailored specifically for you. So the show went a little long tonight. We'd like to thank our cameraman, Robert,
I want a hat.
who wants a hat for holy cow! What is a tire?
No, it's a pump cap. It's a pump cap.
Anyway, hopefully you've learned a little bit of it tonight. If you're interested in body armor, reach out to us. We'd love to help you with that. Again, please like, share, subscribe. Facebook page, Tactful Tactical. YouTube channel, Don't Tread Space on My Liberty.
And don't forget, next Tuesday and Wednesday, we have the Second Amendment rally in Harrisburg.
Right. Yeah, make it there if you can. Evan and I will both be there in some capacity, most likely.
Tuesday is 8:30 a.m. and Wednesday is 11. So I'm going to be up there.
For the record, the reason why it's those times is because that's when the hearings start. The reason why we're having the rally is because they're having hearings to talk about the red flag laws that they're proposing to pass here in Pennsylvania. So if you support the Second Amendment, and you can take off, and even if you can't, just take off anyway. Who cares about your job? Be there at least one of those days and show the Pennsylvania legislatures.
I'm picking up a supporter at Carbon Steel one of those days. So if you have any questions, contact me. I could take up to 8 people. So
yeah, good point.
Let me know.
Good point. Yeah,
good point. Well, so I'll be up there before I take off.
Yep. So again, reach out to us if you have any questions. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yep.
I'm Andy.
I'm Evan.
Deplorable General, over and out.